Here's my presentation. My Persuasion Experience by Charmaine Mike. So I'm going to be talking about 3 persuasion experiences and the principles of persuasion, and I'll be talking about how to implement them in a workplace. The first one is we often make our own choices by emotions. And I have the first bullet point as our choices are never rational with the exclamation point, because I agree with this 100%. Going back to the articles that I've read this past week, was very interesting to know, and how they acknowledge that our emotions are simply made with our choices, and that we're persuaded by how it's taken place, especially like with good memories. So, and then the second bullet point is we are persuaded when we know the credibility of a situation. So, when in a situation, when we know what's going on and not the he said or she said, like pointing fingers, the argument of that, that's not having whoever you're trying to persuade, having them to understand the credibility of that situation. And it's best to have that vivid, clear picture of what is really going on. So, like, for example, this could be like for investigators and detectives trying to find out about the case. And in a workplace, when you and your coworker are having a conversation, memories often come up. So, like, if a coworker is having a bad day, it's good to talk to them positively and just reflect on good memories to enlighten their day. But overall, it's just best to be positive and just to maintain a positive attitude throughout the day. And whenever you're being spoken to, make sure you have a strong voice and to stand straight and tall, and just to know to have not have anyone like just walk all over you, especially if it's another coworker, and just to raise your voice if there's any like other problems going on. And just implementing this when we're being persuaded with emotions, it's just best to be like positive, like I said, and just sincere towards our customers and coworkers. Often when customers come in, they're being persuaded through however how the employees feel. And like, for example, when I go to work, my customers ask me, have you tried this meal yet? And I would tell them, yeah, I've tried it and it's pretty good, and just reflecting on my good memory of that, the food that they want to try. So that's an example. And remember, you're there to do your job and just to help your business grow, and just to know everything about your job, like the facts and the pros and the cons about your job. And it's just another good reference to have. So that's the first one. My second one that I've chosen was social proof. So in a workplace, this is a good skill to use to leverage in your customers for your company. And most often now, like today, people, they jump on Yelp, and that's a rating website where they rate companies and restaurants and stores and just anything that has anything with business. And they look at the comments, they look at the rating, if it's a 5-star or if it's a 3-star or 2-star, just to see overall how the company's doing. And most companies, I believe, they go on to the Yelp and they make sure that their customers are giving them a 2 thumbs up and giving them a 5-star, and that's what they feed off of, and they just want their company to have the best and to be the best. And then that goes with testimonials as well. Like on a website, they reach out to customers and their positive feedback and what they want to hear and what they like to hear from their customers. So that's another good piece of tool that for social proof to have in a workplace. And basically, to implement it, it's just to show your customers you enjoy their company while when they're at your work, and to just do a follow-up if like they ever want to reach out to the company, and then just to give a follow, like on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So that's for social proof. And the last one that I've chosen was liking. So this is one of the important things as well. When you're working with a customer, you share either a good conversation or it turns out to be a bad conversation, but we most likely want to have a good conversation. So number one is having things in common with each other. That's one of the good things about having a conversation. You compare and you talk about the common things, and like people who pay us compliments. So like it's good to hear compliments from the customers and just from anyone that's coming into the store or to your business, and giving good compliments. And we reach out to people who are heavily involved with their success and achievement. So that's another big like that we strive for. And for implement, just having a conversation with your customers, like I said, admiring what they like, and talking about what your coworkers like as well, and just getting involved and giving a positive feedback. So what I understood about getting involved, if your company or the business is throwing some kind of donation or charity, it's best to have like a word of mouth for your company, and just to put it on social media sites, and just to get involved and to bring in your customers and other people who want to get involved, and just give positive feedback. So that's the last one. And then up on the top I have persuasion, and just a picture of some of the words that popped out to me that I liked, like communication, argument, belief, position, speech. Just some of the words that you would use in a workplace and meeting and advertisement. And then last but not least, my citation. So that is my presentation. I hope you liked it. Thank you.